Hey Capricorn, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Ray. Welcome to Ray's Tarot, and you already have the world popping out in reverse. This will be a timeless reading for career and finances. You can like the video and subscribe to this channel for more readings. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials. Links are in the description. I've started posting tarot readings on Instagram Reels as well, so if you're interested in shorter messages that are straight to the point, make sure you follow me on Insta. Now grab some coffee or tea and let's read some tarot and chill. What does Capricorn need to know about their career and finances? What does Capricorn need to know about their career and finances? Okay, Capricorn, starting off with the world reversed. The world in reverse means that you have been severely limiting yourself in some way, and it might not be intentional. I feel like you're kind of locking yourself into a box. You're not thinking outside of the box. For some of you, I'm hearing that your business or your career or your education or your finances or whatever it is that you're concerned about, the reason it has become stagnant is because you're not trying anything new. You've been doing the same thing for so long that you might be staying at a stable place, you might be staying at your baseline, but you're not going forward, you're not going up. There's no movement, okay? I feel like some of you are stuck, some of you are stagnant, and it's because you're limiting yourselves right now. You're not trying anything new. With this Hermit card here, some of you could be working with a Virgo, and I feel like if the two of you get on the same page, the two of you could work well together. But even if this is your own energy, this is a very reflective energy, okay? I feel like some of you need to go within and ask yourselves if you're still happy in your current career or position or field. Some of you are considering like an entire field change, okay? Especially if you're younger and you're still a student, or even if you're older and you're going back to school, some of you might be realizing that you don't necessarily love what you're doing anymore. And that's what this limiting yourself is about. I feel like you're doing a lot of reflection and soul searching right now to try to figure out what it is that you want and how you want to move forward. In your recent past, you also have the Justice card. Some of you could be working with a Libra. And again, I feel like if the two of you get on the same page here, you could have the potential to work very well together. I'm hearing that if you are working with other people, especially with that World Reversed card, okay, some of you need to listen to others' ideas. Again, it might not be intentional. You might just be very used to doing things a certain way, and that has worked for you in your business up to a point, but only up to that point. And that's why it's not changing from this point that you're at, right? That's why you're staying stuck. That's why you're staying stagnant. So if you're working with people who have new ideas that you've never tried before, why not give it a shot, right? Business is trial and error. You have to throw things at the wall to see what sticks sometimes. You wouldn't know if something is going to be very successful for your business unless you actually try it. I'm also hearing some of you work in the legal profession, or you could be dealing with legal issues right now. Okay, Justice card signifies like legal documents and contracts, that kind of thing. I'm also hearing if you are dealing with some sort of legal issue right now, or just with stress in general, because I do feel like you are very stressed about your career right now, Capricorn. Try to stay detached, okay? Try to keep a level head, to look at all options, okay? To be a little bit more open-minded. Try not to get too emotionally invested in this situation. I know that can be difficult, easier said than done, especially when you are very attached to what you do. But I feel like you just need to try to look at all angles right now with the Justice card, right? Because the Justice card is about remaining emotionally detached so that you can make the decision that's best for everybody. You also have the Moon card here. With the World Reversed, I feel like, again, some of you are limiting your options. Especially with this Anxious Moon card here, you might have been so stuck in this situation for so long that you feel like you have no other choices, you don't have any other options. But I'm also hearing some of you are severely limiting yourselves, like you're underestimating your abilities, you're underestimating the opportunities around you. And with this moon card here, some of you could be working with a Pisces. I mean, there's like a story coming to mind. So in one of my older workplaces, a coworker of mine was telling me about like this business connection he had with another company, right? And he was talking to this person and he was like, the person said, oh, like our company has been the same in the last like 20 years, you know, in the last like 20 years, we haven't changed a bit. We're reliable. And then he was like, with all due respect, that's a horrible strategy. You know what I mean? Like, you can't expect the world around you to adapt to what you want and what you need. You need to adapt to the world around you. And the world is ever changing, especially with, you know, social media, websites, Instagram Reels, YouTube, right? All of that. And it feels like you're really limiting yourself and your abilities and your options right now because you're so stressed about this situation. It's like you don't see a way forward, right? And you're not expanding, you're not opening up. Starting in your current situation with the Death card, some of you could be working with a Scorpio. And I feel like you need to release the past in order to kind of embrace the future. You know what I mean? Because with an ending comes a new beginning. And I know change can be scary, right? But when one door closes, another one opens. And I feel like in order to move forward, you need to turn this World card in the upright. You need to expand. You need to open up. You need to explore new options. In order for you and your business to kind of go through a rebirth. I'm also hearing that some of you feel like you really need a change in general right now, especially if you're no longer enjoying what you're doing in general, and that's what's causing you so much stress, Capricorn. Some of you are thinking of leaving your current position behind entirely and looking for a new opportunity at like a completely different company. You may be feeling boxed in by old ways of doing things and you're not sure how to expand, right? Especially with that Death card there, with all of these sudden changes. But we have the Temperance card here as well. Some of you could be working with a Sagittarius. This could also be your energy if you are a Sagittarius Capricorn cusper. But it feels like, you know, moderation is key, right? Balance is key. Because especially after this Death card, right, if you're going to rebuild something, if you're going to try something new, you need to recreate that foundation step by step, and it's going to take patience. I'm also hearing for some of you, if you're dealing with difficult coworkers, like a very toxic work environment, I'm hearing for some of you, it might not necessarily be you that's stuck. It might be you're dealing with difficult people who don't want to try those new things, who don't listen to your ideas, and that's what's making you feel so frustrated, Capricorn. I'm hearing you can't control external circumstances, right? You can't control what's going on around you, but you can control how you react to it. Especially with the imagery on this card, right? This angel has a cup of water and a cup of fire, and he's just using what he has to create something that works for him. So using what you can work with, right? Working with what's given to you. You also have the Knight of Wands here. This is more fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius again. I'm hearing for some of you, especially if this is about your education, what you're anxious about is that you might be going back to school, or again, switching schools or something like that, because you might be a younger energy, or some of you could work with a younger person that feels like they're full of energy, full of enthusiasm, full of new ideas. Give this person a shot, okay? Because you never know. One of those ideas could be really fruitful for your business, right? Even if this person is younger than you, that doesn't mean that they don't know any better, right? I feel like some of you are being a little bit too close-minded here. But I'm also hearing for some of you, you could travel a lot for work, okay? Or there might be some sort of relocation involved. Some of you could be thinking about moving. But the Knight of Wands is action-oriented, okay? The Knight of Wands is ambitious. They're a risk taker. So I feel like if you are, you know, staying stuck right now, trying something new to get out of that stagnancy might feel like a risk. But again, you never know. It could work really well. And with this Death card here, I feel like you need to release the past, okay? Release the old ways of doing things and balance out the new. Embrace something new and work with what you have. Work with what is available to you. Work with the opportunities around you. Starting in your immediate future with the Tower card, the Tower is an intimidating card, okay? Because both of these cards, Death and the Tower, are about change. Very abrupt, sudden change, and it feels like things are falling apart. It feels like destruction, okay? It comes in quickly, and that can be scary. That can be intimidating, okay? Having a Tower moment, having an epiphany, especially if it's unexpected. But the Tower, sometimes we need to have a Tower moment. We need to let the Tower fall in order to salvage what we can from the wreckage and rebuild, right? Because with the world reversed here, I feel like you need to start thinking creatively, thinking outside of the box that you're stuck in right now. Because the Tower is also a card of creation, of rebuilding this tower after it falls. So what do you want the new tower to look like? I'm also hearing for some of you, you could like analyze the differences between, okay, if I want to rebuild this tower, it doesn't have to look exactly the same, right? What worked when rebuilding the previous tower and what didn't work? You can still use what does work and then get rid of what's not working and try new things to see if you get different results. You don't have to like scrap the plans completely, you know what I mean? You don't have to trash the blueprints. You can just make adjustments. In your immediate future, you also have the Four of Swords here, and again, some of you just need a break right now, okay? Especially if you've been overworking, if you're prone to overworking, taking on more than you can handle, biting off more than you can chew. If things are starting to pile up, some of you need to make sure that you're taking a break, that you're taking the time that you need to relax. Especially with this travel card here with the Knight of Wands, some of you could be taking time off work to go on vacation, or even just a staycation, okay? Just taking time off in general. With this Temperance card here, which is also about healing, which is also about recovery, making sure that you're still making your physical and mental health a priority. And again, I'm hearing working with what you have. So if you are working in a toxic environment and it's not you that's the problem, it's your coworkers or your manager or whatever, making sure that you're still putting your emotional needs first, right? That doesn't mean like don't listen to your employer or like, you know, ignore the instructions that you're given, but making sure that you're working with what you have, making sure that you're balancing your wants and needs with the wants and needs of the people around you, right? Because you can't control other people. You can only control yourself. You can't control external circumstances, but you can control how you react to them. In your outcome, you have the King of Pentacles, okay? If you let this tower fall, if you let go of that fear, that self-doubt, let go of the limited thinking, let go of the short-sightedness, if you expand and open up and rebuild this tower, okay? If you really focus on your Four of Swords, on recharging your batteries, on taking the rest that you need right now, you could become this King of Pentacles. Male, female, take it how it resonates. It's not going to happen overnight, okay? Step by step, okay, one foot in front of the other. You still have the potential to turn a really shitty situation into something that could bring you abundance. Can you clarify the moon for me, please? Why does Capricorn have the moon? Can you clarify the Death card for me, please? Can you clarify the Tower for me, please? Why does Capricorn have the Tower? Clarifying the moon is the Four of Wands. Okay, some of you really need to ask yourself, especially if this is just something that you've fallen out of love with, if you no longer enjoy doing, you don't want to be here anymore, what will make you happy if this is not making you happy anymore, right? Again, I'm hearing some of you are just going to go through like a complete career shift, and it's going to be scary, it's going to be intimidating to leave what you're currently doing behind and pursue something completely new. But it's going to open you up a little bit more. Okay, it's going to help you expand in the way that you need to. Clarifying the Death card is the Eight of Cups. I'm seeing some of you walking away from this entirely. And again, for some of you, that just means walking away from the old way of doing things, right? I'm hearing some of you need to change your attitude, okay? You've been brooding a lot lately because you're not happy with how things are going, because you're not happy with where you are. And I feel like some of you are letting this come to an end because you feel like you want more. You feel like you have a deeper purpose here. And this is a very introspective energy about trying to figure out, what do I want the new me to look like, right? How do I find what I'm passionate about, make myself happier? Where do I go to be in a place that will give me what I currently don't have? Clarifying the Tower is the Page of Pentacles. Again, some of you could be younger, or you could be working with somebody younger. We have more earth energy here. I think I forgot to say this earlier. Some of you could be working with another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or another Capricorn. But I'm seeing this as your energy, and we're going through an upgrade here, okay? Because we're growing from the Page to the King of Pentacles. And I feel like during this abrupt change, you need to try your best to stay grounded, okay? To stay calm. With that Four of Swords, let the Tower fall, and then give yourself a chance to rebuild. And when it's time to rebuild, you can analyze, okay, what are the practical choices I need to make to rebuild this tower? Like I said, we can still keep what did work and just get rid of whatever did not work and try new things, right? And I feel like during this chaotic time is still a really big opportunity for you to do some changing and growing and healing and learning. Okay, Capricorn, I feel like your message has been received. Comment down below if this reading resonates. I do read the comments and will be liking and responding. Don't forget to like this video and click that subscribe button. That helps me a lot. You can click that bell to be notified every time I post. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials. Links are in the description. Either way, I'll see you here again at Raise Tarot. See you later.